Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Zesty or Testy podcast. I'm your host, Testy McNasty. With me, as always, is our co-host, Zesty Tito de la Pinga.
Hey, what's up?
We always start this podcast off with a toast, and it is a toast to fathers. To fathers, although we create life, and although we've known our children that we have created for all of their life, yet they still surprise and amaze us.
Salute.
Cheers.
Here's to our little financial burdens.
I like to call them tax deductions.
Financial burdens. I mean, it just, hence the, look at that.
So today is Father's Come First Day. If you've been following us since we started this podcast, we have been lamenting the fact that Mother's Day occurs during the school year, and the teachers will have the children make little handprints in molds, in castor mold or whatever it's called, and make all these little knickknacks to bring home. Oh, mommy, I love you. And then Father's Day comes in the summer, and there's no teacher to make the kids make you a present. And yeah, you know, my kids still like make me a handmade card and stuff, and ask me to go barbecuing outside. And yes, I'm barbecuing on our own day, but I enjoy barbecuing, and so do you.
I do too. You know what they do make? They make for us? They make us feel like shit because we don't get shit. This is why we're having this podcast.
We get shit sometimes. I get a desktop.
Oh, I get a lot of shit from my kids. Trust me. Yeah, I do. If there's one thing I get a lot of is shit from my kids. So my wife occasionally.
If you'll click on the comments below, there is a link to the change.org petition called Fathers Come First. Because if we learned how to come second, maybe we wouldn't have so many kids.
Yep. You know, yesterday I was having a conversation with my kid about that because she made a comment about how, you know, I was in mom's stomach and blah, 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 and mommy this and mommy that. And I'm like, look, kid, just remember one thing. Before you were in mommy's belly, you were in dad's testicles. So,
Did you really tell your kid that?
Yes. She thought it was gross, and I'm like, but it's the truth. I mean, human reproduction.
My dad would always tell me something before you were even a gleam in my eye. As in, like, you know, I wasn't created until he got horny looking at my mom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, I feel so fancy right now with this cool
We got brand new Fathers Come First presents that we bought for ourselves. It's
these little wireless...
Neewer wireless microphones. Neewer, if you feel like sponsoring us, reimburse me for these microphones because they're $100.
These are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. All the kids use them.
Except I feel like I've got something crawling up my neck.
It is weird. I don't know really where to place it because, like, I kind of want it like right here, so it's not like.
I wonder if I could have put it on top of my.
Bro, put it.
I should
put
try
it on
that.
your head.
I think so. I'm gonna do that because this is tickling me. Hello. Let's see here. There we go.
I thought you were gonna put it like here. This is that's a little too on the nose, I think.
All right, so I'll put it on the side. How about that? There
is it still funny?
Hey.
I don't know. Either way, it looks odd.
Yeah, it looks kind of odd, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Either way, we're gonna try to figure out where we're gonna put these microphones. But for now,
but I might start wearing my cap all the time because I think that's like a really convenient. And we'll see how your sound quality comes out.
It'll be awesome, dude.
And it's got the little fuzzball on it, so we can't. All the wind is not going to be blowing.
So if you ever wanted to have a little fuzzball right here, a little tickle in your throat, newer microphones, or newer, whatever, however you pronounce them, they'll provide that tickle in your throat you've always wanted. So anyway, I'm just throwing it out there. Anybody listening that wants that kind of feel in your throat.
I do have a correction from last podcast. I said that Trump had changed his name from Drump to Trump. That is actually misinformation spread by John Oliver. John Oliver, in the 1700s, Trump's family name evolved from Drump to Trump in the 1700s. Trump didn't change his own name. But John Oliver had a campaign called Make Donald Trump Again. And just like Mr. the Beast warned us not to do last time, I read the title without reading the article, and I took it to heart. And I actually like the idea. I just like the idea of being able to like transfer your name into something a little stronger with a little more ganas.
Yeah,
I like that idea, but it's not true. Trump didn't change his name. Trump was always Trump since his birth. John Oliver, fuck you for spreading misinformation, and fuck myself for believing it.
Yeah.
But I put a little subtitle in the last video explaining myself.
I appreciate that. Hey, by the way, that was a good podcast last week.
It was a good podcast. I feel like we're super cool.
Yeah.
We can remote in guests.
Yeah, no kidding.
We got badass microphones.
I mean, what next?
So, I know you watched the same show. Did you watch the season finale of The Floor?
Never seen that show. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, my kid was devastated.
Why?
Because throughout the whole damn season of the show, she was looking forward to one category. Guess what it was? It was international foods.
Okay.
Now, my wife called it, and she said, that bitch is going to fucking take it all. She goes, nobody's picking her.
Yeah.
She's going to take it all.
Yeah.
She called it like, I don't know, probably like 3 episodes before.
Is she the one that won the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my problem with this show is it favors whoever goes last. Because you've had like really badass people that went earlier and they were smart.
And they created this whole, like they
continents. They grew entire continents on the map. And then somebody steps up and says, I know celebrities better than you. I know Nepo babies. And then boom, they're gone.
Yep.
That game favors, if you could like not get picked until the last show, that's the only way to win that show. If you get picked early, you're fucked. You're fucked on
and
that
then
show.
That guy at the end, it's like, dude, he did so well. And then at the end, he wants to go up against that girl with fashion something.
Yeah, fashion icons.
I'm like, dude, you're going.
I didn't know any of the fashion icons.
You're going up against a woman on fashion, a woman that looks young and. I mean, I would consider her somewhat fashion trendy, you know. And you're a high school teacher. I don't know what he was, history teacher.
Sure, he did.
Whatever he was. The point is, it's like, dude, come on. You're wearing khakis and a red shirt. You might as well be Jake from State Farm. Why are you going up against a trendy girl? Right?
But why was your child devastated?
Because she waited the whole damn season for somebody to pick international foods. And it never happened. Because she went up against him.
Somebody else's category.
It was, she didn't care. She just wanted to see international foods to be able to identify them.
So nobody ever played that
Nobody
category.
ever played. Because that girl that won had that category, and she ended up
playing on the other category.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she kicked his ass, and international foods just never happened. She was devastated
That
because
sucks.
she's like, "Are you kidding me?"
That sucks.
And we gave her a hard time. We were like, I mean, I don't want to like mock my kids, but I did.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. The only reason I brought up that show is because did you notice in the category hobbies? In the category hobbies, there was all these different hobbies. And at the very end, there was 2 chicks with microphones, and my kids were quiet. My wife was quiet, and I'm like, podcasting. And they go pass, and they said podcasting at the bottom. So we are just a hobby.
Yes.
This show, all this shit, all of this.
So if you're watching it,
it's
your
just a
hobby
hobby.
is podcasting.
You're
too.
participating in our hobby.
So welcome.
We might as well be bird watching in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. Or coin collecting. Or doing something crazy. I don't know.
But anyway,
anywho, but my kid did get that one.
she said podcasting.
Yeah, she did say
And she didn't go,
Yeah, no, she didn't. but I didn't. Honestly, when I saw them, I thought about it, but I'm like, it can't be a category. And she's like, podcasting.
It's a hobby.
And so when it came up, she's like, I told you. I'm like, okay, whatever. So anywho, it was fun. It was a good show. So if you have a chance to watch it, watch it. It's called The Floor.
It's fun because you don't really have to know a lot of shit. Like, even the ones that sounded hard, like, I don't remember what category it was, but it sounded like, there's no way I'm going to get that. And then it was just like, I think it was Nepo babies. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck these kids' babies look like. And then it's like, we're going to show you a celebrity that has a kid. And it's like, well, I know the celebrity.
Yeah.
I just can't recognize their kid.
Yeah, no, I know. That one, well, look, I was really hoping that lady from San Antonio would do better. And she did really well. But
Didn't she get like $30,000 at least?
Yeah, she still walked away with some cash.
Yeah.
She was good, dude.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That show favors people who go last, and she went too early in the show.
Yeah.
There's no way that she could have withstood the whole fucking every damn.
I hope
Yeah.
they bring the show back, man.
Yeah, it was fun to watch with the family.
So how's the family, dude? What's
Family's
been going
good. Eldest is at a volleyball tournament.
Today?
Today.
Oh, shit.
She drives herself now, so and it was an in-town tournament, so we're like, okay, love you.
Best of luck to
We've
you.
seen enough of these.
Yeah, best of luck.
You can
go-
watch the game on Facebook, and we watch it on Facebook.
that's cool.
I was at the pharmacy yesterday working, and so it was slow. So I had it running in the background, like I check a prescription and then click over and go like, yeah, like oh no,
They're like,
Everyone's like,
is something
"Are you
wrong?
okay,
They're
sir?"
like, oh, we're out of,
we're out of omeprazole, damn it.
nothing upsets me more. Actually, and I'm going to have to throw it out here just because I was pretty excited. My kid had a soccer game yesterday.
How'd it go?
Really well. The team won 4-0. They had been, dude, in the, I don't know how many years my kid has been in club soccer. Every time we play Bernie, something happens and the game ends up being postponed.
Oh, weird.
Like whether it's rain or this or that, something happens. Anyway, so this game was supposed to have been played last year, and it got postponed because of rain. Then it got postponed because of some inclement weather.
It's not still the same game from last year. Or you're talking about 2023.
2023.
Yeah, you're not talking about.
No, it's 2023. I mean, it was. I think the game
Couple
was
months.
supposed to have been played in October.
Okay.
And then it got pushed to November to December. They said, no, we're going to have to wait till next year. We'll figure something out. Then January happened. They're like, well, we're going to see what happens. And, it's going to be February March. And now it's
You
March.
finally had it?
Finally yesterday, dude, they had
It was like international foods?
it felt like that way. I almost felt it wasn't going to happen. I was like, my kid's going to be devastated. But now they won 4-0.
Good. Well, that's why they put it off. They knew they were going to get their ass kicked.
You know what? I'll tell you what, and I'm so proud of my kid. She had this one goal
Yeah.
where, you've heard the term bend it like Beckham? Well, she bent it like Alia.
Hey!
I mean, that goal was so pretty. I could, from where I was sitting, I couldn't see the corner, but she took a shot almost from the corner. It wasn't a corner shot.
Yeah.
She just happens to be on that side.
Yeah.
And somebody kicks the ball from the side, and I just see that ball go up, curve
And bent.
and
Wow.
curved into it, bent.
That's
into
crazy.
into the soccer goal,
That's
right?
crazy.
And I was like, holy crap! It was so impressive. I looked at my wife and I said, "Holy smokes, that was awesome! Who did that?"
Your kid.
And that's what she said. She goes, "That was your kid." I'm like, "Dude, yeah, of course it was."
Do you record the games?
No, man. I feel like, man, yesterday was now a few of the moms take pictures, and she sent us some pictures, but that was one of those that I wish I would have recorded.
Yeah, that shot.
Yeah, but kind of like you said, right? You've been to so many of those that after a while, it's like, okay, if I'm gonna go enjoy it. I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
it. I don't want to go.
it's hard to
snap
record
pictures.
something
Yeah.
and watch it at the same time. It's like you're watching it through a lens instead of
Yeah,
enjoying
so
it
you
in
have to
real
be
life.
doing this,
Yeah.
and I have a monopod, and I can do that, but I'd rather just watch the game now.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that luckily, I did get to see it go inside. I didn't get to see my kid kick it.
Yeah, but you knew that she was the one.
Well,
that
now
did
I
it.
know.
Now you
After
know.
my wife said it, so anyway, it was good, man. It was fun.
Speaking of kids, I don't think we mentioned it, but the reason there's like a big marching in the space is every single one of you that signed our petition to get Father's Day moved to the first weekend in March. This would be the weekend, the new weekend of Father's Day, instead of in the middle of the summer. Whoever signs it will get your name written into the margins of our banner. And then every year when we celebrate Father's Day in March instead of in the middle of the summer, we will commemorate you and remember your name.
Yeah. So don't die, so you can be around to watch us.
Or live on forever in the form of a name written on our banner.
Because when Father's Day changes to March, you'll thank us.
You'll be one of the founding signers.
That's right. You're welcome. That's what I say.
That's what I say.
Anyway, dude, I couldn't have asked for a prettier day today.
It's beautiful. It's 77 degrees outside.
A nice frosty beverage.
Perfect in the shade. We got Sonic and rum and Sonic and vodka.
Yep.
He calls it an afterthought because he just
Because I hadn't
we'll
thought
just
about
get some
what I was going to make.
some Sonic and throw some alcohol in it.
Hey,
It reminds me of when I was in college. I would just get vodka and Mountain Dew, and that would. I mean, that's not really a drink, but it's all I had
Sure
in the
it is.
house. It's called a broke college student.
it's called a Russian mountain.
I climbed the peak, baby. I climbed the peak and then threw up in the toilet.
That's what she said. Actually, that's what he said. We don't know if she ever said it, but
She said.
no, she did. Anyway, dude, I love this time of year. I love the smell of the what do you
Mountain
call
laurel?
it? Mountain laurels?
Yeah.
that
Man, and they're
grapey-
blooming good. I see them, both of them are.
Yeah, that grapey little taste or smell taste. I go eating my mountain laurel.
Are you licking the flowers
Yeah,
again? Stop licking the
I lick
flowers.
windows too.
I know you're gonna have to clean off the tape that we
Yeah,
hung the banner with.
or I'll just leave the banner there forever.
Is that our new official background?
Yeah, I mean it has our logo on it.
It does have the logo in the middle, but I don't want to be the Fathers Come First podcast. I just want to be the Zesty or Tessie podcast.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a special day. We can leave it up until actual Father's Day and then
Yeah,
take it
we
down.
could. We could. Everybody's gonna be like, "What are you guys doing?" My wife's gonna start questioning shit.
Well, yeah, she's gonna be pissed when she comes
Yeah,
up.
maybe not. Maybe we'll go take it down. So I've had a few people ask me, "Hey, so I didn't know you had a podcast." I'm like, I don't.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby. It's called podcasting. Now, I said I didn't.
Why?
No, just because I wanted to just mess with people.
Oh,
They're like, no, but I did see. I'm like, oh, it's my twin brother. He does that. But they're like, really?
I keep
I actually
telling
had one person ask me. They're like, really? So it's not you? I'm like, no, it's my twin brother. He looks just like me.
oh, it's gotten around so much that like people that you didn't tell now know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think, I guess because when we load stuff onto Tickety Talkity,
Yeah.
it says, like, I guess I'll like it or something. I don't know. This person might be on your contacts
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And so, yeah, I told him my mother-in-law keeps looking at some of the videos, like the little clips that you post.
Yeah. She's like, why are they laughing all the time?
That's what she did.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you told me that before.
And she's always asking me. She's like, "Why are you guys talking about verga so much?" I'm like, "It's funny. It's funny." I'm like,
Sometimes you gotta-
"That's what."
That was the subject of the
That's what Testy
podcast.
likes, you know.
I had vertigo on my mind that day. I don't know what to tell you.
He did, and up his ass.
It wasn't on my mind.
Up his ass was not where it was. I was just saying in his mind.
Vertigo's always on my mind. Vertigo's always on my mind.
You insulting Willie, dude. You insulting the Willie. Anywho.
That's what she said. Anyway,
Yeah. So what else is new?
you know who has 11 kids and is also a father?
Nick Cannon.
Oh, does he have 11 kids?
Oh, he's got a shit ton.
He's got a shit ton of kids. I was referring to Elon Musk. Elon Musk has 11 kids and 3 baby mamas.
Really?
Elon Musk has 11 kids and 3 baby mamas.
Give me your thoughts on this guy, dude.
Elon Musk? I love Elon Musk. The only reason I brought him up is because I want a Tesla for Father's Day. And because all my money goes to volleyball, I will never own a Tesla myself. So I got to wait till one of my kids becomes rich and buys me one for Father's Day. Hopefully it'll be in March, not in the summer.
Yeah.
Did you know that they've got the first Neuralink implant where a person has controlled a mouse with their mind?
Like a computer mouse?
So it's
Not like a little rodent.
that'd be
like-
cool too.
Like, go get some cheese.
Go get some cheese and bring it back. That'd be cool too. But no, they did the Neuralink in the mind, and the person can stare at the computer screen and move the little icon on the thing, type on the keypad, like manipulate everything with just their mind.
They don't have to be walking around like with those, who is it? The Facebook
Oh,
vision goggles where people
I think
are
those
walking
are
around
Apple.
Or
Those are
Apple.
Apple. Yeah, you got to type it in the computer like this.
There you
No,
go.
they don't. They're able to control it with just their mind. They don't have to do this.
So I hear that there was a lot of complaints about that.
Complaints?
About that device.
Oh, because people are walking around acting a fool?
Not only that, but everybody's like, well, they're so heavy. I'm like, well, I don't think they're intended for you to wear 24/7.
Yeah. Well, these are the prototypes. I'm sure they'll get lighter in the future. And, we're already living in a world where everybody's like this. And maybe 10 years, we're going to be living in a world where everybody's got these big ass goggles on and they're not even looking at you. They're sitting there typing something on their fucking Facebook page.
Yeah.
Or watching the Zesty or Testy podcast.
Like, I want to understand what the purpose. I mean, I understand it's, people. I think it's a fad. Maybe eventually it'll become something that you can use. But I'm just wondering, like, if you're at your house, what are you working on that you need that? You know what I'm saying?
As opposed to just doing it like this?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's another device to grab your attention 24/7. We already have our phones where, it's got our attention at least 8 hours of the day. Either talking on it, looking at it, scrolling through TikTok, looking at Zesty or Testy podcast. People are just going to wear that shit all the time and always be in a virtual world. And they'd be able to see where they're walking, like past the web images that's going to come up. Good thing we're going to have driving cars by then, because there'd be a lot of accidents if everybody's sitting there watching YouTube while they're driving.
I don't understand the need for. I mean, like this guy was interviewed and he's like, well, I can watch any movie that I want. I'm like, well, I can watch it also.
Yeah, you
I
just
can
need
turn
a
on my
TV.
TV, right?
Yeah.
I can watch it on my phone. They're like, yeah, but you don't have to be holding the phone. But instead, I'm going to hang it on my head. And to your point, you're complaining about it, sir, because it gave you a headache from putting that thing on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like I don't think it's there yet.
It's not there yet. It's a prototype. But yeah, I've already watched like all the YouTubers my kid follows. Every single one of them, I guess it all came out on the same day, because they all came out with a YouTube video where they wore it for a day.
Yeah.
But like, you got to have a battery pack that comes out of the back of the phones, like hooked up to your belt. And, the thing itself is heavy and it's giving people headaches, but it's still just a prototype. I'm sure it'll be a lot lighter and the battery will last a lot longer without having the second one hooked up to your belt.
I'm not there yet, dude. I don't think I'm interested in it.
You're not going to wear it because we're both old, man.
Yeah.
The kids growing up with that's all they're going to know.
I'm happy because I asked my kids, I said, would you guys want, like, when what's that other one, the Quest?
I don't know.
It's Facebook makes the Quest. That's what it is. The Vision.
That's different. That's more of a video game.
Yeah, but I mean, I asked them if they were interested in getting something like that. They zero interest. So I was happy. They're not really interested in walking around with that thing.
Yeah. Well, the Quest, you don't walk around with it.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is
game.
that they're just not. They weren't interested in it. I mean, who knows? Once maybe the other one would get. First of all, for $3,000, there's no way my kids are going to get that Apple one. I'm like, no, that's just stupid.
It'll get cheaper in the future too.
Oh, good. I mean, maybe if it gets to $20, I'll buy one just to try it.
So
Apple, call me when that Vision is $20, $25.
And to your point, I don't think the glasses are the future. I think the Neuralink in your brain is the future. Because why carry around a thing that you have to like put on your eyes when you've got like an implant in your brain where you can blink your eyes 3 times and YouTube pops up and you can watch your movie and blink twice and it pauses. You're like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to watch Zesty or Testy.
What if I have a nervous tick, dude, and my eyes keep blinking?
Then it'll just
I'm like, I've got so many open pages.
It's like the spam, like penis enlargement.
Oh shit!
Hot Russian women
How did
for
that?
free.
Oh, hey, how did that come up? You're like,
click. Oh, you're fine tuning the radio.
yeah. What is this? Even that shit scares me.
Well, I mean, what scares me is if somebody hacks into it and then you're like a super soldier performing assassinations for the Russian mafia.
Oh, RoboCop. You'd be the real RoboCop.
Well, RoboCop had armor so he could take the bullets. I'm still all fleshy. Couple bullets and it won't matter if I got a door link. My legs will still be kicking.
Look, there
but I'll
goes
be
Robo
dead.
Dumbass.
Yeah, there you go.
What can he do? Absolutely nothing. but we can make him do some stupid
Or
shit.
you can make him big his nose.
Yeah. We just hacked into his microchip.
So you don't think you're ever gonna get the Neuralink implanted in your skull?
No.
I'm not gonna get the first generation, but I think like the third or fourth generation after it's improved, and if it's affordable, I might get it. Because you can like sit there, you can look up all the information that you could ever know without like having to do this. You just like you're in a job interview and they're like, well, what would you do in this situation? And you're like business strategies, and it comes up, I would do this and this and this.
Yeah, it's like, let's see, what's 6 plus 9? No, not 69. Fucking autocorrect. You're like, it's all coming up on your head? No. I'm not sure that I'm ready for that. When they fix autocorrect, maybe I'll consider
I know it's
something
still duck you. No, duck you.
like that. Yeah, duck you. Is that a university? Is it duck you? No, dude. So there was a show sometime back. I think it was on. Was it that Axios or no? It was. I can't remember what show it was. It was on like I think HBO, but it talked about all these things that people do, like that one that had that camera surgically implanted into his eye.
Oh,
Right, he was missing an eye, so they created like a glass eye with a camera in it, to where everywhere he went, he could record everything that was going on throughout the day.
yeah.
Like, I don't understand what the purpose of that was. It's like,
You make a great spy.
yeah, I mean, but it made zero sense. And then, or like people implanting, just to your point, those chips, right? But in this case, it was a chip. It was an RF chip that you could program. I
You
guess
can open your garage without.
you can like go into, like they showed somebody going to the gym and just like putting their wrist against.
Oh, the mark of the beast, where you get the mark of the beast implanted into your wrist.
Is that
And
what
you
it's,
just scan?
yeah, you could scan different things and
Yeah.
you could
You
program.
can pay with your credit card without doing anything. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure that I'm ready for any of that crap.
What was I going to say? There was a Robin Williams movie where they implant a recording device in everybody's eye at birth. And then at your funeral,
They would remove the eye?
no, they make a clip show of your life to play for everybody. And Robin Williams was there was a special job. His name was the arbitrator or something. And it was his job to review the person's life and get like all the highlights of the life to play at the funeral. And like there were some people that refused to get in their baby, and there were some people that the baby would grow up and realize that was in their eye, and they would be like, I'm against this, why'd you do this to me? And then like they would show the funeral, and the guy was like, I remember that fishing trip, but I remember the boat being a different color. And Robin Williams would have to explain to him, our minds are imperfect when we remember things. That's why we have the camera, so you can remember everything the way it actually happened.
Shit, I don't remember that movie at all, dude.
It was a very obscure Robin Williams movie, and I don't remember what Final Cut. It was called The Final Cut, and it was starred Robin Williams, and it was a very thought-provoking movie.
I remember the movie name. I don't remember the movie itself. Oh.
Robin Williams went through a period where he was doing dramatic movies instead of.
Well, that's Adam Sandler right now, right?
Oh, is he being dramatic now?
Well, I mean, he's done a few of those. I mean, like that Uncut Gems.
He was still funny in that. His character was funny.
Yeah,
it ended dramatically, but
it was considered a drama, not so much a comedy. The movie itself.
I laughed a lot during that movie.
Oh, I did too. But the movie itself.
The ending itself was not comedic, but
But
everything
then you
else
have
up to
like
it.
Punch Drunk Love.
I don't remember that.
And then right now he's got another one, it's Spaceman, I think.
I don't remember that.
They all kind of go through.
I don't want to be a comedian anymore. Everybody's laughing at me. I want to be taken seriously.
Remember his CD?
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
They're all gonna laugh at you. That's a scene from Carrie. That's what the mom tells the girl.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think every comedian goes through it. Oh, dude. And then speaking of comedians, so Richard Lewis is gone. Rest in peace.
He died?
Yeah, this week.
I didn't know that.
Oh. I don't know how old he was, but yeah.
Somebody else died recently too. Oh, the wrestler that played Virgil, the $1 Million Man's bodyguard.
Really?
You didn't used to watch wrestling, did you?
I did.
You remember the $1 Million Man?
Yeah.
You remember Virgil?
I don't.
Oh, the black dude that just hung out behind him all the time?
I don't. Maybe if I saw them both, I would remember him.
$1 Million Man would always have him as his sidekick. He was like, you remember when wrestlers had valets? Well, he was his valet.
Huh.
It said he was a wrestler himself, and he would wrestle sometimes.
So some friends watched that movie.
The Iron Claw?
The Iron Claw.
Do not spoil it for me, because I'm still trying
I haven't seen it.
Don't spoil it for me. I don't want to hear any spoilers, because
Well, no. They didn't say anything other than they're like, dude.
it's really good.
They said it was a good movie, but they said it's a little tragic and sad. I'm like, well, that was...
The Von Erichs had the family curse.
Yes.
They all died.
I'm like, did you guys not know that? They're like, no, we had never heard of that.
Bro.
I'm like, how do you...
Then you don't know the Von Erichs.
Well, they didn't even know about the movie. They're like, what are we going to watch? What are we going to watch? And they're like...
Oh, this one's got all the good-looking guys in it. Let's watch it.
That's probably what the wife thought. Sorry, Carlos. That's probably what your wife was thinking. So
But yeah, the Von Erichs. The first one died. I don't remember how the first one died, but like after that, a couple of them commit suicide. One of them overdosed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of tragedy in that family. Dude.
But like even before, like all the kids were wrestling, when the dad was a wrestler, there was like a curse before that because like his sister died and like somebody else died.
Yeah.
It's like all
That's
throughout
why
their family.
It was a whole family curse.
Their family dies
Yeah.
early. Do you believe in that, like generational curses?
I want to say that I probably do, even though I would probably think, oh, maybe I don't, but I think I do.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a curse per se or if like that kind of lifestyle where you're like wrestling. I know a lot of wrestlers get addicted to painkillers because, you hurt your back getting thrown around on the floor all the time. And then you're expected to wrestle the next day. So you pop a couple Vicodin and then you go wrestle. The overdose explains itself. The suicides aren't really explained other than the fact the dad was really hard on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I think there's a scene at the... I haven't seen the movie yet, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but I know that there's a scene at the table where he's like, all right, you're my favorite because you're doing good. You're next in line to be the favorite. And, of course, you're in last place because you suck. So he's, like, literally, ranking his kids, at the family dinner table. I think he was a harsh father. He wanted, he was a big wrestler himself. And then, he was trying to push his legacy into his kids.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess they all wanted to be wrestlers, but they probably didn't really have a choice in the matter.
Well, it seemed like they didn't because it seemed like all of them had to follow the dad's footsteps. And eventually it was kind of like that's what you do if you're Von Erich,
Yeah.
But then you also have, Superman, Christopher Reeves.
Mm-hmm. Did his kid become a Superman?
Well, no, but so he was in that accident, right?
Yeah.
And then prior to that, his dad, something happened to the dad. That's what I understood because the dad had been Superman also.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Christopher Reeves.
So I don't know if it goes back to the grandfather, the father, and Christopher Reeves, but they all kind of had something happen to them. So they were cursed as Superman.
They all played Superman?
Yeah.
I know the guy who played Superman in the black and white TV show killed himself because he got typecast as Superman and he wanted to be an actor in other movies and nobody would hire him because they're like, everybody knows you as Superman. I'm not going to hire you for a different
So I wonder
role.
if that was one of the Reeves.
But I don't think that was Christopher Reeve's relative. I think that was just another actor.
I know the dad was.
The dad also played Superman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know if it goes back further, but I think both of them, and
Are you spreading misinformation like I did last podcast?
probably so.
See, if you had a Neuralink, you could look it up right now, and there you go. Yes, Alan Reeves played Superman. And I can get...
Wait, hold on. There's just a fly in here. I could be spreading shit. I don't know. So if somebody wants to look into it, let us know.
Yeah, somebody will comment below. That's how I found out that I was wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody commented below.
Why don't you fact check me? And
while you're in the comments, don't forget to sign our petition to move Father's Day to the first weekend of March.
fact check me, and then let me know, and then I'll let you know if I give a shit. How about that? So, anyway, like every podcast, we have to come to a slight halt.
You're already ready for a pause for the cause?
I am.
Man, I still got half my slushy. We can pause, though.
We're going to pause for a brief second. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And if you do, fuck you. But hopefully you won't.
You're rowdy this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So much anger. I'm an angry elf.
Make your joke.
Be right back.
Oh, you didn't make the joke. While Zesty was making his drink, I fact checked him, and yes, George Reeves played Superman in 1951. Let's see.
And that was Christopher Reeve's dad,
He
right?
killed himself between 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m. on 1959. So yeah. And he was the one that I was talking about. He was typecast as Superman. So why would, if my dad killed himself because he played Superman, there's no way in hell I would play Superman after him.
I mean, whatever you're going into acting in, that's your way in, right?
That's your only way in. So George Reeves played Superman in 1951, shot himself in the head in 1959 because nobody else would hire him because he was typecast as Superman. Then his son Christopher Reeves played Superman in the awesome
77?
Was it 77 in the 80s?
77, 79, something like that.
Yeah, those awesome ones. You remember the one where he trapped the 3 people in the weird little square, and
General
the square
Zod.
went rotating. That was
And
like
that glass.
that was so high tech special effects back
dude,
then. It
you're
blew me away as a
Holy
kid.
shit! How would they do that? It's like all they did was get a picture of these 3 people against a mirror, and then just
But they were like moving in the picture.
no, absolutely.
It wasn't a frozen picture.
Well, just the fact that when they put him in that star and then he traveled to Earth, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, that star, that's cool as shit. So yeah,
Who was the guy that played Lex Luthor?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman played such a damn good Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Lex Luthor out of all of them.
Yes, I liked him, but I also liked Kevin Spacey, dude.
When was he Lex Luthor?
In the newer Superman.
I guess I didn't see the newer Superman.
Yeah, and so one of the newer ones. Can't remember who Superman was, but anyway, Kevin Spacey played.
Is that the Superman where the trailer shows him being shot in the eye and the bullet like just kind of like cracks and disappears and he's just looking at the bullet like that?
I don't remember that.
Okay. That's
Maybe
what
I was drinking too much vodka.
you probably are.
Yeah.
You probably are. You know what Kevin Spacey was really in?
American Beauty.
He was. I'm going to tell you a line, you tell me the movie, all right? You ready?
Usual Suspects.
No. I'm going to tell you a line, you tell me the movie. You ready?
Go.
What's in the box? What's in the box? 7. You've never seen the movie 7?
Shit. Yes, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck. That was a long time ago.
So
man.
that was a movie about the 7 deadly sins,
Yeah.
and there was a serial killer killing everyone. Like there was gluttony, and he like overfed them till the stomach burst or some shit, and lust and this. And at the end of the movie, they finally figured out it was Kevin Spacey, and Brad Pitt's got him with a gun, and there's a delivery for Brad Pitt in a box. But Morgan Freeman gets the box, and he's opening the box. He's telling Brad Pitt, "Don't look in the box," and Brad Pitt's like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?"
Oh, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's his wife's head. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I should have said that before.
Yeah, don't watch that movie.
Yeah.
Because
That was a fucked up movie.
yeah, we don't want to ruin it for you, but Brad Pitt's wife's in the
Her head's in the box.
Yeah. So,
But that's that.
hope we
Those
didn't
were the
ruin it
last.
for you.
Those were the last 2 sins. Brad Pitt was wrath, and Kevin Spacey was envy because he was envious of Brad Pitt's life.
fuck, dude.
The serial killer
Yeah.
became envy. He said, "I want you to become wrath." And Morgan Freeman's trying to talk him out of it. Don't ruin your career, son. We got him arrested. We'll take him in. And fucking Brad Pitt's pop, pop, pop. It's a fucking badass movie.
Oh no, it is a great movie.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my favorite Kevin Spacey role. Usual Suspects is good too.
I love that movie, dude.
The greatest trick the devil ever played was to make people believe
Was
that he didn't
pretending that
exist.
he didn't exist,
Yeah.
and like that, he was gone.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
jumps into the convertible.
Yeah, he jumps into that.
He
Jack.
lives. He lives and then like just starts walking
Strangers
normally, and then
walk.
he like jumps over the hood.
So if you haven't watched it, we just fucked it up for you. Dude. You're welcome.
Bro, if you haven't watched these movies, you're either a kid.
Or you're stupid.
Or you're stupid.
Because you should have been watching it. So I forgot about 7. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
Usual Suspects. That was a Academy nominee.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. Good acting. Good actress, excuse me. But yeah, that was an outstanding movie, dude. Speaking of envy right now,
Okay.
so do you recall a few... that excited, huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
Can't take them anyway. My apologies in advance.
Go ahead.
Now, you recall a few years ago for, I was going to say Valentine's. No, Halloween, your wife, my wife, and I.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Inside Out.
members, we were characters from Inside Out.
You were Anger,
My wife was Envy.
and my wife was Sadness.
She was Sadness. And I'm so excited because they're bringing the movie back this
Oh,
year.
yeah. Puberty hits or some shit. Or who are the new characters? Disgust? No, Disgust was already in
Yeah,
there.
Disgust is already on there.
It's 2 new characters.
So for Halloween, I know what I'm going to dress up as.
You're going to be Anger again?
Oh, fucking be angry.
You
dude.
love recycling Halloween costumes.
Well, yeah, but I also like being angry.
Who's the skinny guy that was always afraid? Was he Fear?
Was he?
I'm sure my wife still has Sadness.
But that's because she's married to. Oh. No, I'm saying she's got Joy.
that year.
There was also Joy.
Yeah, but nobody dressed up as Joy.
No, obviously we're just
We're all the fucked up.
we're all fucked up.
emotions.
Yeah, we're angry. We're sad. We're envious. Joy was not allowed in our party. It's like, fuck you, get out of here.
I was a cowboy that year because I didn't feel like dressing up, so I just had like a cowboy shirt and a cowboy hat, and I put that on, and I had like a little.
Like a Dallas Cowboy.
Yes, I dressed up as Dolly Parton.
Oh,
No, I was a cowboy that year. I was a lazy ass cowboy. I was really into
I
dressing up.
think you
that
should
year.
bring it up again.
No, I'll be like if y'all do Inside Out again, I'll be one of the Inside Out characters this time.
What will you be?
I was telling you I was gonna be Fear. I'll just be purple and
Scary? Scared?
scared all the time. Scared. Scared.
You want a taco? Huh?
Yeah. She's
Are
like,
you hungry? Huh? Is that the
another drink there?
You want something to drink? Dude, yeah. Oh,
What?
so for those of you who occasionally might pass by a Stripes convenience store, gas station, or whatever, I was at a Stripes this week. That's a nice RV.
Yeah.
Anyway, freaking
Squirrel.
ADHD just kicked in with a vodka. It's like, what?
Squirrel.
Hey, who? Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I'm a coffee drinker. For those of you who don't know that, and if you did, good. Feel free to send some like Starbucks my way, Dutch Bros, whatever coffee you want. Gift cards are always welcome. But I was at a Stripes, and they have this really cool machine. Right, they have like the regular coffee machine, another coffee machine, another coffee machine, and then they have this fancy looking thing that looks like, I don't know, like it should be also in your head. Like you should be able to like just look at it and know where your coffee through your
You gotta have the
Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah.
Yeah, but it said, like I tapped the screen, it says cold or hot. I'm like hot drink,
Yeah.
and it says, do you want an Americano, an espresso, a double espresso, cappuccino, latte, flat white. I mean, all kinds of other shit.
Yeah.
And so I hit flat white, and I was so excited because I'm like, a flat white out
I
of
came
a
out?
Yeah. I said flat white, not lumpy white. You heard lumpy white? Anyway, but curdled. No, I this is a drink. I don't go to Starbucks because shit's expensive. Dude.
Yeah.
I get my coffee at home.
Sure.
But occasionally I'll stop at a
buy it at
Starbucks,
Starbucks,
and it's like, oh, there's a Starbucks here. I'll treat myself to it. It really is a fucking treat, dude. You're gonna pay as much for a coffee as you do for a fucking meal at I don't know, McDonald's or a fast food restaurant. So I'm at a Stripes, and I get myself a flat white out of this machine,
Yeah.
which normally I would pay like probably $5 for a small one at Starbucks or $5.50.
And it was cheap as Stripes.
It was $2,
Yeah.
and it was so fucking good.
That's awesome.
Little things that get me excited. So next time you're at a Stripes, look for that machine.
If you're a cheapskate, go to Stripes for your coffee.
Yes.
End of story. Hey, your first option, cold or hot, I don't understand people that order cold coffees, because every time my coffee has gotten cold, it tastes disgusting. I don't understand people that get iced coffee. It's like coffee is meant to be enjoyed hot. If coffee is not hot, it's not something that I want.
So, look, anybody who orders a blended coffee, where it looks like a slushy,
Yeah,
it's not a coffee.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Now, if you order a cold coffee, like an iced Americano,
Yeah.
occasionally it's, you go out and it's freaking 85 degrees already during the summer, and I want a coffee, and occasionally, you know what?
Yeah.
I might stop and get myself an Americano iced.
But it doesn't taste good.
I happen to like them,
Yeah.
But preferably, I mean, I
gotta
will
be a
tell
hot
you,
day for you to enjoy them?
90% of the time, I'm going to have hot coffee.
But on a hot day, you'll have a iced
Well,
coffee.
no, on a hot day, I'll also have, I have to crave it. You know what I'm saying?
I've never
But-
craved a nice coffee.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, occasionally I'll feel like, oh man, and you know what? I'm particular about cold coffees.
Yeah.
If I want a cold coffee, I'll go to McDonald's and order an iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to like their iced coffee. But for the most part, I'll get a McDonald's hot coffee, or I'll get a gas station hot coffee. But I like hot coffee. And at right around 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I need to have a cup of coffee.
It reminds me of a quote from The Simpsons. The chief of police is in there, like, cussing off one of his officers. He's like,
That
I know,
roast
yeah, I better not get pulled over on the drive home. He's telling him, and that's what you get for bringing me coffee by the time it gets cold. And the guy goes, but you ordered a nice coffee. He said, no, I said a nice coffee, a nice coffee.
Yeah, well.
I don't like iced coffee.
That's like,
And I only have one cup in the day. If I have one at 2 o'clock, I won't sleep all night.
Oh, no,
but
you
you go
don't.
right to bed.
I do 2-3 cups in the morning, one around 2:30
think
or
you got a
3:30
problem.
in the afternoon, and then one around 9:30, 10:30 at night.
I think you have a caffeine addiction.
No, I don't. Shut up. Leave me alone.
I can quit when around what? Hey,
I just don't want to quit because I'm not a quitter.
can we stop at Stripes? Mm-hmm. There's a new machine I like.
Yeah. Well,
Hello, Zesty. Welcome back.
welcome, Zesty. You've got mail because I can get my email there too.
Yeah.
So, actually, all my letters are there. So it's not an actual email; it's an actual letter. Now, so I went to take my kid to soccer practice this week, and there's a gas station. Can't remember what gas station it is, dude. It's like one of those that you just find in the middle of nowhere. But it's a new gas station, and I got so excited because they have that machine there. And sometimes it's not often. Usually, it's my wife that takes my kid to soccer practice. I don't. But now that I know it's there, it's kind of like, oh, it'll make things so much better to drop off my kid because the practice is about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Drop her off, come back to the gas station, get myself a flat white, go back to the field, and
Yeah.
sip on my coffee.
Sure like those flat whites.
I like flat whites. I like lumpy whites too. So I don't want to diss you.
You were talking about your letters being there at the machine. That's one thing I don't understand how it still exists, the post office. Because if you want to contact somebody, you're going to text them. Mm-hmm. If you want to pay a bill, you pay it in an app. If you want to mail a package, you go to the UPS store. The only thing I get in my mailbox are bills, and I pay the bills on the app anyway. Why the fuck do we still have the post office? Junk mail. I get a shitload of junk mail, especially right now, the political time. It's like, I'm the best candidate. And then the other guy comes out. The other guy that you just got a letter from is the worst candidate. And he's like, fuck what that guy said.
I agree.
I'm the best candidate.
I
It's
don't-
all in the same.
Like, I don't really know what the U.S. Postal Office does anymore.
Yeah.
Because I do agree with you. Have you ever noticed you order something from Amazon and it'll say it's going to be delivered by U.S. Postal Service.
USPS
So, yeah.
on a Sunday.
Yeah. So I think they're probably,
They're outsourcing
Yeah.
Amazon packages.
to the U.S. Postal Service.
They do.
Which-
Because the post office dropped off a package today. Today's Sunday. I got a package today. It was, you remember when I bought the stickers?
Yeah.
So they're always texting me with all these little discounts.
Yeah.
And they're like, you want some Zesty or Testy tape for $9? I'm like, I don't need Zesty or Testy tape, but I got an extra $9, free shipping. The United States Post Office dropped this off today.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Like if we ever get merchandise and we're gonna mail it to somebody, I'm gonna close the box with this.
Nice.
I know we don't have merch yet, but
But if we
ever do,
just
this will be on the outside of the box.
so if that's tampered with, don't accept that package.
yeah, if the
Don't send it back because you're not going to get money back from us. But
We don't want
accept
your
it.
used shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, you that's your shit. If
You put the hat on.
how am I supposed to know you didn't open it?
I don't want your pulgas.
Yeah,
From the hat that you
garrapatas.
wore.
You're like, then I'm gonna get roña from your shit. That's mange.
Thank you,
Okay, just wanted to let you know.
dog. You mangy dog.
Mangy dog, you bastard.
So yeah, the post office only sends bills in junk mail.
Yeah, I don't really know what they do anymore. other
Every
than-
once in a while, I get a Christmas card from my parents. But like that's the only mail. I used to have. Did you used to have pen pals when you were a kid and like mail? We
No.
talked about this before.
Yeah, we
didn't
did.
Yeah.
I didn't have shit.
Yeah.
There's no pen pals in Mexico. Well,
You weren't in Mexico. You were in Laredo.
yeah, but there's when you're Mexican, you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
That's a white thing. I mean, if you're gonna write a letter to anybody, it's like your dad, because he's in jail. That's your pen pal.
I actually had a buddy that did time, and I would mail him shit, and all he would ever say is, "Can you put money in my commissary?" Yeah, buddy, I'll put money in your commissary. That's all he would ever say. Like I'd be like, "Oh, I did this today. I did this." He's like, "Yeah, it's still the same shit here. Can you put money in my commissary?" Thanks for writing. I enjoyed your letter. Can you put money in my commissary?
See, so I didn't have a pen
Poor
pal for
guy.
that reason. No, dude.
I put money in his commissary
You know, it's sad, but
because that's what friends do.
that's it's sad that letter writing has become a
The
thing
art
past.
of letter writing is dead.
Yeah, it really is.
You send a text, and these kids don't even use full words. They
No.
use all these weird abbreviations.
and then they make fun of us for it.
My kids won't say the full time. They'll say 45. Like if they, what time do you want me to pick you up? Instead of saying 3:45, they say pick me up at 45. Well, which 45? 2:45, 3:45?
3:45?
Well, you know, school gets out at 3:45, so it's that 45.
Is it 4 plus 5? Do you want me to be there at 9?
Yeah,
Is it
exactly.
4 minus 5? Is it 5 minus 4?
Do your kids do that? Do
No.
they shorten the time like that?
No, my kids just send us a text saying, "Why are you not here?" I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't know I was supposed to be there. Or, like, they'll text you 5 minutes before they're out when they know that you're nowhere
I missed
close.
the bus already.
It's, well, they don't even take the bus, but
No.
they're like, "Hey, Dad, they're letting us out early, so I'm out." I'm like, "Well, fuck, I'm 30 minutes away," and then now I've got to worry about my kid just standing there. Not so
Yeah.
much because my kid's standing there, but because my wife is. I'm gonna hear
Why'd
from
you
my
leave your
wife.
kid standing there?
Why, you know I don't like her just standing there. I mean, she's the last one there, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So, yeah, no.
Speaking of good fathers, sign our petition to move Father's Day to the first weekend of March. Good fathers like Zesty.
Because without us coming first, you know,
You wouldn't exist.
yeah.
You wouldn't
So
exist.
just fucking sign it.
You were in my balls.
Yeah. Like I told my kid, before you're in mommy's tummy, you were in my testicles. So
Yep.
you're just a damn good swimmer.
That is. Every single one of us is we've all won that race.
Hell
We're
yeah.
all the first
So
sperm.
at
Every
one
single-
point in our lives,
We were good
came in
swimmers.
first. So don't ever tell me that I'm not athletic. So for anybody that
Or all the other sperm were like really slow.
or they chose the wrong path. And they ended up on the floor. No, that's an afterthought.
There's this meme where it's a bowl of fruit and there's like a cucumber sticking out, and the cucumber goes, "Oh, they're wearing a climate change t-shirt. We're all going to be in a very fancy salad." And then the cucumber's got a frown on his face and it's up the dude's butt.
They're tossing the salad. Yeah, dude. Did I tell you that? So my kid, I've got a kid that's very athletic.
Yeah,
I've got no-
you mentioned that a few
So,
times.
has this ever happened to you? And I mean, obviously, I'm a bigger guy than you, just handsome, you know, more handsome too. But that's neither here nor there. No, my kid was in a race a couple of weeks ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
I may have shared this with you, but the vodka's making me think of this. But she was in a race again this week, right?
Yeah.
And people will watch my kid, like, do tennis or soccer or track or whatever,
Yeah.
and they see how fast he is.
Yeah.
And then they do this. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're so fast."
Yeah.
And then they look over at me and they're like, "Your daughter's so fast." But it's almost like they're looking at me like they're saying, "Your daughter's so fast," but what they're really thinking is, "And you're so fat," right? And they're looking at me like, "Dude, how did that girl become so athletic and you're fat?" Right?
Yeah. The other parents don't talk to me.
Well, but here's the thing. And this goes back to what we were just talking about. At some point, I was very athletic. I
you were
made
younger?
it through.
Yeah. And
Right.
when you were sperm.
Yeah, when I was a sperm, I made it through. I am who I am because I'm fast.
That's right. Back
Fuck
then,
the other little. I was bullying the other little sperm. I'm like, "You fuckers, get back. Get back."
you were swimming backwards like this.
I'm like, "Hey!" I was swimming backwards, dude. I was all like, "Woo! Woo!" So I don't want to hear this bullshit that, where does she get her athleticism? This guy.
We're all winners at some point. We all won
Yeah.
the sperm race.
I run to the restroom. I run to the fridge. There's a lot of
the
places.
stripes to go get a
I
coffee.
run to Stripes while I drive there. But when I get out of the car, walk real fast to the coffee machine.
Get out of my way. Get out of my
Yeah.
way.
"Está la verga." That's just for my mother, in case she wants to know what we're talking about. "Está la verga." I gotta get my coffee.
Why are they always laughing on that podcast?
Well, it doesn't help. You know, speaking of athleticism, I go to Stripes. I get my cup of coffee. $2, right? So we already talked about that.
Yeah.
And then on top of the fact that I get my coffee for $2, the lady says, "Do you have your rewards?" I'm
Oh.
like, "Of course." I punch in my number.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what I get when I
So
get
you
it.
get 25% off?
No,
on top of the
she's
$2?
like, "Oh," she goes, "Well, you get a free donut."
Oh, with the coffee.
And they have all these individually packaged donuts.
Oh, they don't
Really
have the
nice.
one where you stick the tissue in?
No, these are already pre-packaged, and they have like the white glaze, brown glaze, the strawberry glaze, and the sprinkles on all of
Yeah.
them. And I'm like, so $2, I get a cup of coffee and a donut. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a
job, man.
heck of a deal, dude.
There you go.
So I get excited over
Treat
those.
yourself.
Yeah. And I brought the donut back thinking, I'm going to give it to my kid because I shouldn't be eating that shit. And then
then
that
you ate
donut sat there for 2 days. I'm like, fuck, nobody's going to eat that donut. I'm going
Was
to
it
eat
stale
it.
by then?
It was actually really good.
Still good?
Yeah.
The packaging sealed in all the flavor?
It was probably packaged by the U.S. Postal Service.
That's what they do.
That's what they
That
did,
is-
packaged donuts,
There
dude.
you go.
Thank you, U.S. Postal Service. I remember when the U.S. Postal Service was the shit.
Yeah.
They were like, dude, fuck you. We only work Monday through Friday. Saturday, we might show up. Sunday, fuck you. We're not
Yeah.
giving you the package.
It's like Chick-fil-A.
Now UPS is going, you're our bitch.
No, Amazon's like,
Yeah.
hey, I see like all your employees aren't busy. You want to deliver some packages
Yeah,
for us?
well, come here.
Yes, sir. Give us your packages, sir.
Yeah. UPS, FedEx. Amazon just made you guys their bitch.
I like
Big butts and he cannot lie.
you the other brothers can't deny it.
Oh.
But I used to go to the convenience store I go to. They've got the donuts in the little case. You grab the case, you open the case. You're supposed to grab the little tissue.
Yeah.
And I got in the habit where like every morning I get a Monster Energy drink and a donut.
Yeah.
And like they would never restock it. And then like the donuts I like were gone. And then COVID hit and nobody wanted those donuts because
Yep.
who knows
Who
who's
knows
been
who
touching
took-
those.
yeah.
But here I am. I'm like, fuck, they got the eclairs. They got the fucking, they got all the best shit today. Ain't nobody touching this shit. And now it's back to normal. Everybody's stealing my donuts again.
Yeah, that sucks.
But for a while, it was nice.
We still haven't had the pan dulce from that place.
Well, we've done everything. This is the last thing on our list to do. So next stop is the fucking panderia.
Yeah,
we got to do it
because-
live from the panderia.
Yes, because we have to. You have to try their twist.
It's set up in the
I
parking
want
lot.
you to try their twist.
Okay.
I want you to take that twist and just like, yeah, enjoy
You want
it.
it in my mouth?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be like the Lady and the Tramp. You started one and I was on the other one.
That's our next step. We got the mics. They're wireless. We got the stand. I'll bring my little camping
So we
chair.
have a guest. We're just gonna hold their head and go talk into the microphone right there.
No, so like there's a little plug on the outside of that, and eventually I'm gonna test if I can hook up the third mic to the back of that, and so like I'll give the guest one of the clip-ons, and I'll talk into the third
Clip on, clip off.
Yes, and I'll talk into the wired mic. But I don't know if it works or not. I still gotta try it. This is my first time. This is our first time using it.
You know,
I tried it at
I
home
know
just
you
to
say
make sure
I'm
that it
cheap,
worked.
and
Yes.
I want you to know I really am not.
Except you won't pay
I'm
more
just
than
kidding.
$2
I
for
really
coffee.
am.
Yeah, I know.
really am.
I know.
But like our little remote control for the tablet.
We have one.
No, but I keep wanting to get one,
Then get one.
and I don't get it. Not because I'm cheap. I always fucking forget, dude.
Okay.
But right now, when you said, "Do we have a remote?" and I'm like, "Fuck, we don't." And my kid actually has one of those rings.
Yeah.
We got it for her for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
They're not expensive.
they're not. But I mean, we got it for our kid because we don't want her to
Sprain her thumb doing this.
yeah, well, just kind of outdo herself, and just trying to go like this on her phone. So now she just has to go.
Yeah. No more.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah.
Because I could see her just.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead now it's like, I mean, she can't move her thumb now, but
right,
you know
brother.
what? That's neither here nor
So
there.
sometime in 2025, I can expect us to have a remote for the tablet.
Vaz. I'm gonna be like that Chewy commercial dog.
Yeah.
Maybe in 1,000 years, I'll have a tail. Vaz.
Stop me if you've heard this joke. A man was talking to God, and he said, "God, what's 1,000,000 years to you?" And God says, "My son is but a second." And the man asked God, "Okay, well, what's $1,000,000 to you?" And God said, "My son is but a penny." And the man goes, "Well, God, will you give me a penny?" And God goes, "Sure, in a second."
Yeah, I must have been that man.
That was
'cause I'm
you?
still waiting. I'm
Still waiting for your
Yeah.
$1,000,000? We bought lottery tickets, not this weekend, but last weekend. I'm still here.
Yeah. Well,
I won't tell anybody I won the lottery, but that will be the end of this SC or Testy podcast because I'll be
Really?
living in. No, I'll still come do this SC or Testy. But we'll have like a fucking soundproof studio. Fucking.
now I know, dude.
What?
You just hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
If you became a millionaire, you would just walk away from us.
I'd be reboating in. I'd be like in fucking
Zimbabwe?
Bahamas or I'd be hunting zebras with a bow and arrow. Like, hey, we're here at fucking the top of the mountain. Where are you at? Zesty.
I'm still here at my house.
I'm
in
drinking my
backyard.
$2 coffee.
Yeah, I'm here outside my house. What are you having? I don't know. Whatever my bartender's making me today.
Where's my filet mignon?
Your filet mignon.
Yes.
You're gonna be like the little bird on what's that commercial? That insurance commercial?
Your
or
little
something?
birds were on my doorstep.
No, there's two little birds, little pigeons, talking about how, with all the money he would save on insurance, he could like work on his novel, take a vacation, fly, and he's like looking at. They show the little bird looking outside a airplane window. He goes looking at all the little birds around us, and then he closes the window. He goes, no, I wouldn't. And so the other bird tells him, he goes, "Wow, money changes you." He goes,
Yeah.
"Sure does. Just keeping it real."
Yeah.
Do kids still say that? Keeping it real? It was a funny commercial. So that's you bastard.
You know,
you
everybody-
would work on your novel and just forget
No,
about
everybody
it.
says that, if I didn't have to work, I'd write a great novel. No, you wouldn't, motherfucker. If you didn't have to work, you'd be like in your robe all day, ordering massages, fucking, yeah.
I'd get a driver to just come pick up my kids, drop them off at school. I don't have time for that shit.
Your private school. You'd
Yeah.
have the tutor come over to the house.
What does this tutor look like?
I don't know. I haven't had one.
Sid Crawford, if you're listening,
Crawford.
if you're listening and you are available for tutoring,
Dad, what am I going to learn? Hold on. She's busy right now. So anyway, baby.
yeah. So don't listen to my kid. She's. Don't worry.
She can learn later.
This is between you and me, Miss Crawfordopoulos.
She was on the floor. They had the little
I
mole.
want to see her on the floor.
They had no. I think there was famous hairlines or something where the face was blurred, but you could still see the mole.
Oh yeah,
And I was like, Cindy Crawford.
yeah.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman had like the weird painted hair and his face was blurred. They had to pass on that one. But I was like, Dennis Rodman.
Well, that's like the girl that passed on Garth Brooks.
Yeah, like who the fuck doesn't know Garth Brooks?
That's what I said.
Kids.
Yeah.
Kids don't know Garth Brooks. See, I don't know any of the new people. All the old celebrities, I was like, that's that. And then the new one's like, what the fuck is that? And my wife was like, brr, 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 brr. I'm like, who?
Dude, I had a testing moment this week.
It's all right. They've got great improvements in testicle cancer care. We'll get you taken care of, baby.
Oh, it's still there?
All right. You had a testing moment.
No, so we've talked about this in the past, you and I. Maybe not on the podcast, but we've talked about how one of your kids has great taste in music.
Oh, yeah. My middle one.
Your middle kid.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your middle child. Well, this week, I think it was this week, and I may have, no, I don't think I mentioned it on last week's podcast, but the point is I was driving my kid to school, and I was listening to the Smiths.
Oh, yeah.
And my kid goes, oh, I like this song. I'm like, so I said, but these are the Smiths. And she goes, yeah, I know. I really like, and then she mentioned like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it brought a little tear to my eye.
But here's the deal. Like, when we were kids, a friend would have to tell you, or you'd have to watch it on MTV, or a friend would be like, check out this band, and give you a little mixtape of it. Mm-hmm. But now the kids, they just open their phone, and they have all the music created all throughout time, except for Garth Brooks, because that motherfucker doesn't let his music play on anything.
Yeah. Yep.
But, so like, the kids they don't have to pick like modern music. They can pick like all throughout time music.
Yes. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like I told her sometime back, we were talking about music in the 70s, the 80s, right? And she's like my little one, she loves yacht rock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, but my older one, she's a little more into her own, like, current shit.
Yeah.
Ice
Spice?
A lot of hip-hop shit.
Does she like
yeah.
Ice Spice?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. But when she told me, she goes, oh, I really like this. And it was...
Oh, it was your older kid that
Yeah,
said
it was
that.
my older kid.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're like, finally.
Yeah, I know. It's like...
Finally, we can relate on something.
Yes. And it brought a little tear to my eye because I was like, you like the Smiths? I'm like, this is good stuff. And then and the next day or 2 days later, I'm listening to like a mix of Sade on Pandora or something like that. You know, just easy listening music. I need something to calm me down.
I love Sade.
And then she's like, oh, I like this song too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and she started singing to it. And I didn't want to, like, at that point, I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to make it weird to where it's like she's going to hate it just because her dad told her that's a good song.
Yeah.
So I'm like twitching inside. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's a good song. Yeah, whatever. But you know, and then she starts talking to my wife about how, oh yeah, no, I like this song, "Smile" by Lily Allen, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
kid, where are you listening to this crap? So
yeah.
I mean, I love it, but. That's why I said I had a testimony because I know your kid, your middle child,
would always surprise me with her taste in music.
I've shared this in the past. After my daughter's 13th birthday, 13th birthday, they all came back to the house and she started jamming, singing, playing Bohemian Rhapsody, and I still have that video of your kid just playing Bohemian Rhapsody and all these 13-year-olds just singing to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude! All of them were
awesome.
singing to it, and your daughter was over here. I was like, shit, this is like the best, right? And that's when you rang the doorbell. I'm like, man, she is her daughter's kid, you know, her father's kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, next thing I just needed was for your daughter to start singing, sing us a song, you're the piano man.
She knows that song.
Oh, I know she does. That's why I'm like, that's what I was
take
waiting.
a request?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
let me put some money in the tip jar. No, not you. Here's a quarter.
Yeah. Tell you what, we're going to let you continue using the piano. I'm not going to give you, like, I went to Sonic and it asked if I wanted to give a tip.
For Sonic?
Yeah,
for
dude.
fast food?
So I did $1 and Claudia's like, dude, $1? I'm like,
I shouldn't even been tipping $1.
Like,
it's a fast food.
She's going to bring the food out here.
Yeah.
I mean, should I really be tipping somebody?
The one that pisses me off, you go and you pay and they're like, the tablet's going to ask you a question and they whip it around to show you and it's like, no tip.
Well, yeah.
All you did was take my money. I'm not tipping you for that.
That's a lot of coffee places. It's like, wait, hold on. I just paid you $7 for a medium coffee that I don't like. That's for well, not even it's like my daughter's.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just paid you $7 for a medium-sized glass of whipped cream, right? Because half the
it's
fucking
pure sugar.
yeah, it's all
pure
whipped
sugar.
cream, and now you're asking me if I want a tip. here's your tip: stay in school, right?
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Don't be a barista the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be a financial burden to your parents, and find yourself another job in 2 years.
Speaking of musical taste, my oldest was playing music in our car, and I usually don't like her taste in music. And you remember Rush? I have a girlfriend. She's
Yeah.
the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. That song comes on. I'm like, fuck, you like this song? And then all of a sudden some dude starts rapping over it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's like, it's fucking, and she named the rapper's name. I'm like, this is not that rapper's song.
Yep.
This is Rush. And then I made her listen to the original, and she's like, I don't like this version. I like the one where the dude's rapping over it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
happened to me with a few other songs too. That, like, I'm like, oh, you like the song, and then all of a sudden some rap shit will start playing on top of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck is
Why are
that?
they rapping over this?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you just
The
ruined a
original was
perfectly
really
good
good,
song.
yeah.
You just ruined a perfectly good song. But yeah, unfortunately, I pick and choose my battles, and if I hear that my kid is liking something, I try not to say shit because
Yeah.
it's one of those parent things that as soon as you tell them, hey,
It's
that's
always-
a good one, they're like, fuck you, no, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, because you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for my kid to tell me something like that she likes Depeche Mode or The Cure. You know.
You should, I hate Depeche Mode in the
Yeah. And she's gonna be like, oh,
I'm
I
good.
like-
Well, I'm going to
yeah,
blast it all
I
night.
happen to like it. I'm
They were like,
go
well-
for it. I dare you.
Go slam the door in your room and turn that stereo all the way up.
Yeah. And
you're outside
don't let
dancing.
me listen to. Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Well, shit, another hour has flown by.
well, it has. We just want to leave you folks with this:
Sign the petition, please.
fathers come first.
We will write your name in the margins. And once our petition is fulfilled and we've moved Father's Day to March so that our kids, this will not help us. Our kids are full grown.
This is for you.
Our kids don't make little handprints anymore. Their hands are too big. They can palm basketballs and volleyballs down. But for the next generation, all the fathers to come, when March comes around and you get that little gift, it'll be because Zesty and Testy.
Yeah. We made it happen for you.
We made it
Or
happen.
for
And you can still barbecue
for
because
you
it's a
grandkids.
Sunday. Everybody can barbecue on
Yeah.
a Sunday. You don't have to wait till the summer to barbecue.
No, because our families will tell us you got to barbecue because we want you to barbecue. We don't give a shit that it's Father's Day or not.
And I'll say, okay, but it's because I want to, not because you want it.
Not because you're telling me to, because I don't fucking do what you tell me to. I do what I want to. But right now, I think I feel like making some barbecue.
I do.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the day that we have enough to go live and we can do the brisket episode. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We
but-
just need 16 more subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, 16 more subscribers and we can go live.
So, what are you waiting for? Tell your friends about it.
Hit like, hit subscribe, share it with your friends.
Hopefully you like our fussy little flower.
We still got some. I should get like a little flower attachment so we can put it like right behind our ear.
Yeah. So it could look very
I wonder if you can still hear
so
if it's behind the ear.
pretty. Oh, so pretty. Anyway. All right. Anything else? Any closing comments?
Just sign the petition. It's for you. It's not for us.
We're doing this for you.
We're doing this for you people.
Yeah.
For your own good, damn it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think your name would look fantastic
Right there.
right here. Oh, you like that?
Are you?
That was perfect, dude.
Don't stop.
I'm like, what are you, a dickhead?
And in 2025, he'll finally get around to buying a remote to press pause.
Or 26, whatever.
Well,
Just
we
hang
do
in there.
When we do the pause for the cause, he can do it from here.
Yeah.
Instead of sticking his face in the thing, telling you not to go anywhere.
Then you're going to miss it.
You're going to miss, why don't you
Cinderella
do
said
that
it
joke
best.
anymore?
Big hair bands. Cinderella said it best. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Big hair bands. Anyway, we'll talk next week.
Every rose has its thorn.
Every rose
I was hearing that
has
today.
its-
I was like, I haven't heard this song in forever.
That's a good song, dude.
Yeah, it is a good song.
They say every bad boy has a soft side. Mine is right here. This is my soft side. Where's your
You're
soft
soft
side?
all around.
Yeah. Where's your soft side?
Right here in the center of my head.
Oh,
Don't touch it.
I was gonna say. Is it, oh,
That's not soft.
hey, puro pedo. All right, folks. We'll talk later.
All right.
See ya.
Goodbye. Sign the petition, damn it. It doesn't take much to click.
He
Click
said sign
subscribe.
it. Don't be stupid. Sign it.
Don't be stupid.